Okay. Wow. Really good advice there. Um, I would think that part of creating a budget, it's also requesting estimates from different contractors. How would you explain that process? How I mean, how many estimates? How do you compare them together? How do you how do you go about that?
And let me tell you now that it is um important thing to know. We started a company as a contractors before we started in real estate business. So when we started real estate business as an investor, we say, oh, we have a 50% down because we already know everything about construction and everything that is needed. We have our people, we had everything. Yeah, you may have that. But when we try to put our people in a first project, it was a disaster. It was a disaster because they don't know. Because it's one thing that you know about the construction, and another thing is what you want to do in the house to make and put value in it. So that's a two different things. So as far of contractors, for me, I learned in a way that's maybe I many subcontractors that I say I can do everything. Nobody can do everything. One of the contractors is made good in everything, but is mastered in one thing. So that's something that we need to consider as well. So that's why I asked for reference. Yeah, I for me it's a process. We had our process now. We asked for reference. We had to had a clear communication, and I think this is the main clue as part of requesting bids. I mean, to start to making a relationship with a contractor. I mean, the communication is important, especially with the subcontractors. They may understand something, or they may something else that you telling them, or they may used to do things in the way in certain way, and when we may change, they know wants to change. They don't want to change. So it's a hard to break that thing with them. So communication, that's the big key here. The clarity of what you want to do in your renovation. A project clarity, that's what we call it. Project clarity. Budget. Again, to have the budget and clear. And we always, when we ask for bids, we always walk with the contractor in the house and then telling them visual, because one thing is communicated, another thing is receiving a text with the things that I needed, and another thing is go and walk with them in the house. Okay, at the house, walk with them and show them what we need to do. So I think this is a very important key before they make bids.
So let's just say that you have three bits. What elements do you use to analyze them? What would you like to see in an estimate in order to really compare against another one?
Now that you mentioned that it's like three estimates, it's recommended, and I recommended that when you're going to start to do a renovation, at least has three um, bits that you can work. One of the things is we not concentrate. Maybe most of the people made the mistake and say, "Okay, whoever is cheaper, so I'll go with it." We don't do that. It could be maybe the expensive one, but I know that they made that the one who's going to accomplish the job. So one of the things that we look it up first, the way that they do the bid. We requested by writing. Even if they doing by writing, it's a challenge for some that they don't used to do that way. So it's not in the on the paper. So I even if the cheaper one, I say no. So I need to receive something on writing from them that they can really understand and what I've been asking them for the project. So we consider that they passed the bid in writing. Second, like I mentioned before, I ask for reference and I call for those reference. I made a call for those reference. So that's something that very unique. And also the way that they work as part of payments. What is the method for payments for them? Sometimes I now, I mean, before you use checks. I don't do checks anymore since we have more technology, new technology. So I need expect people who has a bank account at least, you know, so that they can have something that they are a data and technology as well, that I can seal to them money, and I had a proof on my account that something happened and I don't have to worry about it. Yeah. So those are the things, and at the end, price. Of course, I meet price with what they going to do. So when I compare one bit to another. So I compare prices, I compare and what they're going to accomplish, the time that they're going to spend on the project. That's another major thing for me. Because in one of the things as an investor, money and time, that's the biggest. Because we may lose in money or we may more profit on it.